Hey guys, this is Nick from cryptosfornoobs.com with the weekly analysis. Today is Wednesday, the 27th of June 2018. Time is 23:14 here in the UK. Doing this analysis a little late tonight, but I didn't have time throughout the day. It's been quite sunny in the UK, so I've been out enjoying the sun. Now that the sun's gone down, I'm doing the analysis. In today's analysis, we're going to be looking for price action setups on the crypto pairs. Mostly going to be focusing on BTCUSD because these other crypto pairs here, ETHBTC, LTCBTC, Ripple USD, they pretty much do exactly what BTCUSD is doing. So there's not really any point in trading them. You may as well just trade BTCUSD because it's better to trade and you usually get better spreads on BTCUSD than you do on the other cryptos. So we'll be mainly focusing on BTCUSD, but we'll take a quick look at the others. And I've expanded the pairs we cover in this analysis. I'm going to add ETHBTC, Litecoin BTC, and Ripple BTC also. So we'll take a look at those because those are quite different. Right, so let's get started. Last week I mentioned a potential short setup that I was looking to take. That setup ended up triggering. I ended up taking that setup, ended up working out quite well. What we were looking for was a continuation last week. So a continuation down to this support area. It was quite a simple trade, an easy trade. It hit target almost instantly. One candle, boom, just shot down and hit target. So that worked out quite well. So what am I looking for this week with BTCUSD? Now I'm open to the idea of a continuation, but right now we're not seeing signs of the bears, sellers, being that strong. In fact, if anything, sellers are faltering very heavily at this support area. This support area is holding very strong right now. This is a massive support area. It held price back on the big fall back in February. So the big fall in February, where did it stop? It stopped right here. Came down and turned around. Now, where's price stopping? It's stopping right here on the support area. It made a new low, but it just doesn't seem to want to stick to those lows. It doesn't seem to want to move down and hold this area down here. Every time it gets close to it, it just rushes away. So price is stalling heavily right now on this support area. I have a wait and see attitude towards Bitcoin right now. It's hard to say with any degree of confidence which direction this is going to go. Usually when price starts stalling out on top of a support area, the general idea is that it's preparing to turn around and start pushing up. That's definitely a possibility, especially at a support area that's this strong, but that's not going to happen 100% of the time. Sometimes it is slowly going to work its way down. It's going to break down after a good long while, and then it's just going to go boom and shoot down further. So there's a lot of potential scenarios here. Right now, we just have to wait and see, unfortunately. Some weeks there are great trade setups. Other weeks, you just have to wait and see. And this is one of those weeks. With BTCUSD, just wait and see what happens. If price does break below this support area and hold, so let's say we get a daily candle that pushes below and then closes down here, that would be a strong sign of a potential continuation incoming. I'd be looking for a small pullback to this resistance area, and then I'd be shorting with a target down at 5,000 or below. That would be a, well, it wouldn't be a great scenario, but it would be profitable for a short trader. I would rather prefer Bitcoin go up, but that's the thing with trading. Just because I would prefer for Bitcoin to go up, I'm not going to marry myself to the idea of Bitcoin going up, and I'm not going to look for long trades when there isn't a long trade to be had. Right now, I don't see any long trade to be had, so I'm just going to wait it out. If price stalls along the support area for a while longer, and then it starts to slope up, I will be looking for a long trade there. That would be the ideal scenario. So, like I said, just to wait and see right now. I'll possibly update this analysis if something more concrete happens. All right, Ethereum USD, very similar to Bitcoin. This one's not quite down at the support area, but it's getting close to it. It's this major support area down here. In fact, I'm going to pull that support area a tad lower. This support area was hit on the 4th. So, at the time, Ether wasn't really moving correlated as highly with BTCUSD. So Ether was making new lows. So this support area is a little bit further away, but it's a very similar thing right now with Ether USD. It's just trending down and it's stalling out around about here. There's no potential setup that I'd want to take on Ether USD. LTCUSD, this one's made fresh lows, but again, it's like a mirror image of BTCUSD. So I'm not looking for any separate kind of setup here. Ripple USD, again, you go like that and you can see that they're pretty much mirror images of each other. So there's no real reason why I'd want to take a trade on Ripple USD, because Ripple USD is just, you're going to get worse spreads with most brokers, if not all brokers. Worse spreads, a lower return generally speaking than trading BTCUSD, and it's going to be the same trade. So may as well just go with BTCUSD. All right, let's take a look at ETHBTC. ETHBTC is actually looking quite interesting right now. So what it's done is it's broken below this 200 moving average. The 200 moving average it's usually referred to as a dividing line between bullish trends and bearish trends. Now, arguably on ETHBTC, the 200 MA doesn't really mean that much. Now, let me explain why. The 200 MA is basically a support resistance area. It's an area of support, like these horizontal areas I have here, it's an area of support resistance. So as an area of support resistance, it works because so many people are paying attention to it and they're trading it. Now, I would say that there's not many people trading ETHBTC. Not many traders are trading ETHBTC. And even less people are paying attention to the 200 moving average on ETHBTC. So while this is somewhat significant, I wouldn't really rely on it too much. So it's broken below the 200 MA, but I'm not really relying on it too much, to be completely honest. When you look at BTCUSD, it has way more significance, but ETHBTC is not as significant as support resistance. What I would consider more significant is these horizontal support resistance areas I have. These ones have more significance. Now, right now, ETHBTC is stalling on top of the support area, which means based on tomorrow's candle, I'll be looking for a potential long trade here. We just have to see how this plays out. We need to see how today's candle closes and how tomorrow's candle opens. I'd want it to start pushing up before I would enter a long trade. Then I'd be looking for a long trade with a reasonably tight stop loss. It doesn't have to be too tight, but the stop loss could be down at 0.0690, something like that. Now, LTCBTC doing something very similar. It's hit this support area and it's turning around. It's a bit late to enter a trade here. If you wanted to enter, you would have had to do so on the 6-hour chart or the 8-hour chart. You can see a very similar setup to what we're looking at on BTCUSD, except BTCUSD is doing it, sorry, I meant to say ETHBTC. ETHBTC is doing it on the daily. So it's a very similar setup. Price has dropped down to here, stalling here. We're looking for a bullish reversal. LTCBTC has done that, but it's on the 6-hour. So if you wanted to enter, you need it to be in already. It's a bit late now. So there's nothing really happening on LTCBTC. And Ripple BTC, I've added this, but I'm not really that convinced that trading this is that great. There is right now a potential short continuation occurring. So price has dipped below the support area. It's a relatively strong support area. It's held price back a little bit. There is a potential continuation short here that you could take. So you could go in short on tomorrow's candle, but I'm not really that convinced. To be completely honest, I'm just not convinced that this is a great pair to trade. And the trading support for it across crypto brokers is very minimal, much like it is for ETHBTC and LTCBTC. It just really depends who you're trading with, if they even support these pairs. So do be careful with these pairs. They are trickier. Do watch out for your leverage. Just be very careful trading these pairs. These are tricky pairs to trade. If you're new to crypto trading, I would focus on BTCUSD because that is much safer and it's much better supported across all brokers, and you do get a lot better spreads on BTCUSD. So thanks for watching this analysis, and I'll see you next week.